Hey, what's going on, y'all? Jimmy Macrum. It's time. It's time for the Banshees of Inisherin? Inisherin. I'm not going to say it over and over again until I feel it's right, but you know what I'm talking about. The latest film by Martin McDonagh. You know I love him. Feels strange to say out loud, but it is what it is. I loved In Bruges. I love, top 5 movies ever. In Bruges, I really liked, borderline loved 7 Psychopaths, and I loved 3 Billboards. That's 3 for 3. No misses. Michael Jordan. It is what it is. And now we have Banshees, we'll call it for short. It stars Colin Farrell, who is a fantastic actor. Something I don't think I would have said all that long ago. But it is what it is. He was great in this. He's great in... I don't know if he was great in this, but he was great in Bruges. He was great in... what else is he in? He was great. Phone Booth. He was great. The Batman, he was great. There's another big one. Like, Oscar-level stuff. That one. I'm assuming he's great in this. And Brendan Gleeson, who was great in Bruges. And The Guard. And one more thing. I guess he was great in Braveheart, but... you know, it's not really his movie. Anyway, enough talking. Let's get to it.
Colin, are you coming out to the pub, Colin? It's 2 o'clock, like. Will I see you down there, so? I'd see you down there, so.
I'm already very curious. I gotta be honest. I'm not getting my hopes up, but you know, I see these 2 guys. I think in Bruges. I get a boner. What do you want from me?
What are you doing home?
Hey, what's the face?
We haven't been round. I don't think we've been round. Have we been round?
Maybe he just doesn't like you no more.
Jesus. It's not cute.
You'll see.
No, it's trying to be funny, but you're really concerned.
Did you not knock for him?
I did knock for him.
Well, where is he?
He's just sitting there.
Sitting there doing what?
Sitting there doing nothing.
Smoking.
Smoking.
Have you been...
Officer Kearney?
Jesus.
Never says hello.
Oh, okay.
Never
Fair enough.
feck. Colin?
Aww.
How do, Parrick?
Sit somewhere else.
Whoa.
I'll sit somewhere else, so.
That's infuriating. You just fucking tell me what I did.
See what all this is fecking about.
That'd be the best thing.
Seriously, just spit it out.
You didn't do anything to me.
Well, that's what I was thinking, like.
I just don't like you no more.
Oh. This hurts more than it should. It's a very familiar cast.
You're behaving awful unusual.
He's heartbroken. I'm heartbroken, and I just met these 2.
Colin, Sonny, Larry scared them off, I suppose.
How you know that?
Never gets a chance to come over for a chat.
She never gets a chance because you avoid her.
I do not avoid
You
her.
hide behind walls if she's coming up the road.
Oh!
I do
That is
not.
not nice.
Hide behind walls.
Buried her. Oh, well. Jesus.
I know that, sure.
Me, I pay no attention to wars. I'm against them. Wars and soap. Does she like to chat?
Not as much as most women, but she'll chat like.
That's his sister. Thought that was his wife.
And did you ever see her with no clothes on?
Sir, what?
You saw my daddy with no clothes on?
So the day I die, I wish I hadn't.
But don't I know it? Tiny brown cock on him. Didn't I tell you I'd be off if you went whining about that lummox one more time?
Beat it.
I tell you, it didn't look like he had bad news tonight. It looked like a weight was lifted from his shoulders tonight.
Colm thinks it's better for Patrick if he doesn't hang out with him. He'll be better off. Patrick will.
Wrong. Wrong.
What does he think, it's April Fools?
I better chase after these goons for their getting away from me. Maybe they don't like me no more neither.
Jesus fucking
See you too,
Christ.
so Colin.
I would like an explanation, please.
Do you never get lonely, Porrick?
Porrick. I'm never gonna remember the name.
How does he seem?
Grand, I think. With me, anyways.
Oh my god. I feel so bad for this fucking guy.
Like, what else could you be doing?
Reading.
Reading, yeah. And the day after, I write the third part of it. And by Wednesday, there'll be a new tune in the world, which wouldn't have been there if I'd spent the week listening to your bollocks Porrick solo one.
Be nice.
An explanation, please. You know, they've got a pretty good sample of it. They just do nothing. I'm just tired of doing nothing.
Try not to listen to any more of the dull things that you have to say for yourself, but I'm sorry about it. I am like.
Are you dying?
No, I'm not dying.
No, we're all dying.
And in 12 years, I'll die with nothing to show for it, bar the chats I've had with a limited man. Is that it?
Ugh.
Be nice.
2 hours you spent talking to me about the things you found in your little donkey shite that day. 2 hours, Porrick. I timed it.
Well, it wasn't a little donkey.
I thought it was a selfless reason. It's a selfish reason, but it's a good one.
We'll just chat about something else then.
Do something for yourself, sir. Just like that. I'm Team Column. I understand, sir. I get it. And I'm with you. Apologize for being rough. Told him the truth. Hop to it. Hopefully Dummy hops to it too.
He's dull, Siobhan.
What, he's what?
He's dull.
What the hell are you hoping for, like?
For a bit of peace, Siobhan, that's all. You can understand that. Can't you?
Maybe there was a better way to go about it. But I'm so on his side, even though he comes across rather harsh. You call him dull.
Do you think I'm dull?
Yes.
No. Because you're not dull, you're nice.
That's what I thought. You know, Dominic's the dim one on the island.
By miles?
Hang on. By miles, and then who's the next dimmest?
Well, I don't like to judge people in those terms now, do I?
In what terms?
In order...
My daddy discovered the Pacini situation.
Oh, Jesus, Dominic, you poor thing, yeah.
What the hell was he hitting you with?
A kettle was the final thing. I wouldn't mind it, but for the spout.
Just the usual, I suppose, father. The drinking and the impure thoughts and a bit of pride, I suppose, although I never really saw that as a sin, but I'm here now. Who told you?
It's an island, Colin. Word gets around. Also, Porrick asked me to put in a word like.
I see.
How dare you say that about a man of the cloth?
Well,
And I'm not forgiving you any of these things until the next time, so I'm not.
You will be pure fuck.
That was awesome. That was perfect. That was fucking perfect.
each time you bother me from this day on, and I'll take one of my fingers off with them. Does this make things clearer to you?
Not really, no.
Well, I never heard the like.
I never heard the like. Must really not like you, Porrick.
Fingers.
Jesus, he's serious.
I think.
You don't, Porrick.
You don't, Porrick.
Your sister does.
Your sister does, aye. Siobhan does.
You're more of a...
You're more of a... What is he?
You're more one of life's good guys.
You're more one of life's good guys, aye. Apart from when you're drunk.
Don't take it like that, Paul.
Don't take it like that, Porrick. We're on your side.
Clearly. This is awesome. I was waiting for the plot, and I got the plot for the first 12 seconds of the movie. I'm not sure why. I was waiting for the rest of it. So it's funny that it should be. Just don't want to be friends no more. Fair enough. It's a hard split. I've never had to break up with a friend. You usually just drift apart.
You two are off and won't be hosts.
Luckily, you won't have to put up with us more than one night, so... And try eating with your mouth closed.
Where are we now,
Seriously.
Fran?
Brother told you, didn't he? That you'll be out on the road if you started talking stupid to me.
He said creepy, not stupid.
Well, you failed on both counts, haven't you?
I have, but faint heart and all that.
You're an idiot. Holy shit.
You two, you be alright.
When we be?
I have my doubts. I think he's kind of over it. Maybe he dies. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not going to guess.
Good God. And did she die, Peter?
She did die, aye. It wasn't with a spoon he was stabbing her.
That's a lot of news. This man has no news.
Can I get my money, please?
Dominic Kearney's father beat Dominic's senses with a kettle Saturday. And it's staying with me and my sister, Dominic is, so at least his father take a bit of a break from his beating of him. See when I see
Look at
that.
that face. Oh, Jesus.
Or it's over the pat of the both of you'll be. And your dreary feckin' sister. Oh!
Aren't you a piece of shit? Don't talk, though. He needs his fingers. Wow.
One drink you're having, lady, then it's off home with you. I have a shirt that wants ironing for the morning.
What the fuck?
Well, you don't care who's executing who.
For 6 bob and a free lunch, I don't care. They could be executing you.
Why don't you come with me? Some funny thing for 3, what was it? Start again. 1, policeman. 2.
Dodgy fiddle player.
Works out with brains and whiskey and columns there. You'd better come.
I suppose niceness doesn't last then, does it, Porrick? But will I tell you something that does last?
What? And don't say something stupid like music.
Music lasts.
You?
Everyone to a man knows Mozart's name.
Well, I don't, so there goes that theory. What are you talking about? Who else will what?
Remember, Siobhan, and your niceness. No one will.
Jesus.
In a year's time.
So you'd rather be friends with this fella, would you? Fella who beats his own son black and blue every night that he's not fiddling with him.
What?
Fiddle with your kid.
Maybe you never used to be.
Jesus. I'm being Podrick. That was fast. I love you, sir. Keep your head up.
It's the most interesting he's ever been. I think I like him again now.
It was the 18th century anyway. Mozart, not the 17th.
Go ahead, lady.
Fell open, did it? Aye, in the heat, I suppose.
That's not cute.
You never tell me anything.
I hate her so much.
Why can't you just leave me alone, Porrick? I've already told you, haven't I?
Yeah, I know, I was just...
I mean, why can't you just leave me alone?
Jesus.
How's the new tune?
What?
You can't do it. Oh, this is so painful. This is awful. It was fun at first. Now it just makes me sad.
It was, a finger.
He really cut off his fucking finger? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck?
He's serious then?
This is fucking wild. I thought he was like dreaming. Hallucinating is the word. What? He really cut off his fucking finger. What are we doing? What are we doing? This donkey's adorable. Donkeys don't look real.
To leave him alone now, Porrig, for good.
Do you think?
Do I think? Yeah, I do think he's got his feckin' finger off and thrown it at you.
Thank you, ma'am. Your brother's an idiot. Oh, shit.
Else it'll be all 4 of them the next time, not just the one.
You're not serious.
He cut off his own finger.
Well, that won't help your feckin' music.
That seems like a plainly obvious point.
I think you might be ill, Colin.
Certainly. I will say, this is not what I expected at all. I mean, the trailers for this movie aren't all that descriptive. Can't be with a plot like this. But this was not what I was expecting at all.
Not your mommy, sorry. Say your mommy, your auntie. Yeah, your auntie. It's about your daddy.
What about Daddy?
Red van crashed into him.
What the fuck?
Red vans crash into people all the time.
I know. That's how my mammy died.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
You're an awful strange lady. No wonder no one likes you.
That motherfucker is the worst. No, Porrick is pushing it.
Oh, hello there, Mr. McCormick.
Jade's shelter, standing up for yourself a bit.
Do you think?
Yeah, and be less of a, whiny little dull arse.
I told him a bread van crashed into his daddy and he'd have to be rushing home to him lest he die.
Thank you. That is the appropriate response. What?
Oh, I used to think you were the nicest of them. Turns out you're just the same as them.
I am the nicest of them.
Jesus.
Dominic now.
Well,
This
maybe
is
I'm not a happy lad, so.
Depressing ass movie.
I always call her a ghoul too because she is a ghoul. Geez, we have a lot in common, don't we? Me and you. Calling old people ghouls and that. But yeah, what I was wanting to ask you was something along the lines of, should have planned this really.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd ask in the off chance, like faint heart and that.
Alright, beat it. Jesus, this is...
Not only have I not gone feckin' mental, but I have 10 fingers to prove I've not gone feckin' mental. How many fingers do you have to prove you've not gone feckin' mental?
9 fingers.
And 9 fingers is the epitome of mental. There's 2 of us in this.
No, there isn't.
It takes 2 to tango.
I don't want to tango.
Well, you danced with your dog. Talking of tangos, how's your new tune coming
Oh
along?
my God.
So, do you want to meet me down the pub, Colin? We could celebrate your tune, like. Yes, that went well. And maybe on the way I can find that student friend of yours, that Declan fella. I told him his daddy was dying, so he'd feck off home and leave us alone, but there's no need now.
What the fuck? What the fuck, sir? Some heavy ass fingers he's got, by the way.
That's your first question, is it? Who's going to do the cooking?
Well, it wasn't my first question, was it? But what about me was my first question.
Jesus.
And a new sort of, standing up for myself sort of tack we thought I should try.
God!
It was all going fine until he chopped off all his fingers. You'll be back soon, won't you, Siobhan?
Oh, Porrick.
Is that even real? That looks gorgeous. What is that? Alright, that looks a little more real. Sorry, it looked digital at first.
Don't laugh, it ain't funny.
Oh, what the fuck? And his donkey died. Jesus. What, he eat the finger?
That's right.
Sorry, I'm not talking much. This is the most depressing movie I've seen in a while. Please do not kill this fucking dog.
What would I ever hurt you for? You're the only nice thing about him.
He ain't lying.
Your fat fingers killed me little donkey today. So no, we won't call it quits. We'll call it the start. I'll call up to your house and I'm going to set fire to it and hopefully you'll still be inside it. Or you can do whatever's in your power to stop me.
Holy shit.
The little miniature fella. Well, Jesus, boys, I tell you this much.
My God. Enough of you. We're still on, I assume.
2 o'clock.
Ooh.
Do you think God gives a damn about miniature donkeys, Colin?
I would hope so. Jesus.
I fear he doesn't. And I fear that's where it's all gone wrong.
Is that it?
He's still mad.
How's the despair?
It's back a bit.
I would imagine.
Anything.
The slow passing of time until death. I'm sure you can do that anywhere.
Hilarious.
So come, Porrick, leave there.
Please.
Dominic.
Jesus. You're really just gonna do it. Thank you, sir. It was not bullshitting. Wow. Just letting the animals inside. Big ass horse.
I won't be able to ask Dominic anything, I'm afraid. Because they found him in the lake this morning.
Holy shit.
I suppose he must have slipped and fell in.
I doubt that.
No other news, really.
Right. I love that.
Suppose me house makes us quits.
If you'd stayed in your house, that would have made us quits. But you didn't, did you? So it doesn't, does it?
He's so mad.
I'm sorry about your donkey, Pollock. Honestly, I am.
I don't fucking care.
Jesus.
I'm sure they'll be at it again soon enough, aren't you? Some things there's no moving on from. And I think that's a good thing.
Lord.
Pollock,
Yes?
thanks for looking after me dog for me anyways.
Anytime.
Oh, he's not boring anymore. Dull was already used. All right, that was the Banshees of Inisherin. Banshees. Where to begin? You'll have to bear with me. First, I'm so mad I can't get that name right, even though I just heard it like 3 or 4 times towards the end. That and Parik. I just can't. It's not natural. It's unholy, really. Where to begin as far as the movie goes? First of all, it's not what I was expecting at all. At all, even a little bit. I'm still shocked, quite frankly, with what I saw, what I watched. The review portion of this is going to be a bit more rambly than usual because after sitting with it for, I don't know, an hour and a half now, I still don't think I have a good grip on what I just watched. So let me start with some things I do know about it. Cinematography, gorgeous, fantastic. The acting, splendid from everyone. Yeah, I have no complaints about anybody in this movie. All 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 main characters were great. Parik, his sister, Colum, and Dominic, all were great. Fantastic. As per. In fact, Kerry Condon, that was the best she's ever been, I think. At least the most I've seen her in something. She's usually a rather small role. There's Rome, Saul, and I saw her in something else. I can't quite place it. The acting was great, cinematography was great. Now, as for the the major part of it, which was the story, I don't know how I feel about it. It is an unfamiliar subject. While I have long-standing friendships, I've never had to break up with a friend, nor be broken up with. I always assume people just drift apart. This seems like it would hurt a lot. While he doesn't like Potter anymore, he does appear to care about him in his own way, because there are quite a few ways that you could go about not making him your friend anymore. You could beat him up every time he shows up to your house in particular. You could sick psycho cop on him. That would also work. But those would be harmful to him, which he doesn't appear to want to do. So instead he cuts off his own fingers and throws it at his doorstep. Okay. I'm going to say that this comes from him getting older. I might be projecting, but this comes from him getting older, him looking into the barrel of death, realizing that he hasn't done anything. In his mind, not mine, in his mind. He hasn't done anything worth remembering, and he has pissed his life away. So he's going to give it one last shot. And to do that, he can't be having frivolous conversations, 2 hours about, what was it? His donkey shitting or something? I forget what it was. It was outrageous. So while I can understand that, it does lead to a lot of heartbreak. You add that in combination with the fact that he keeps telling his priest, or his priest keeps asking about despair. I think that's perfect. I think I'm spot on with that. You can disagree if you want. I think I'm spot on. The donkey dying from a discarded finger is both shocking and depressing. I feel like there's a meaning that I can't quite grasp, especially with Pyrick becoming this bitter, murderous someone. So it definitely feels like there's a Civil War metaphor in there as far as Ireland goes, as it was the backdrop for this story. But I don't know, all that aside, removing all of that and pushing it to the side, I don't know if it was any good or not. Does that make sense? I don't even know if this movie was good. I do feel like I can cut 20 minutes of this movie relatively easily. There is that. It's definitely my least favorite of the 4 films of his I've seen. And I want to watch the short film he did, because I'm strangely curious. Had a lot of his signature stuff. The dialogue can be perfect at times, like it was between Colum and his priest. I think I laughed every time they interacted. This was just kind of a psychological horror movie. That was a lot. Anyway, post your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe.